chirp, that little chirp dialed in.
Little chirp,
Don't worry about that.
something like that.
Something like that. What's up, everybody? VIP After Hours. Glad to have you guys. We've had a kind of a long day over here at the office. A lot going on. A lot of calls, a lot of fun announcements, like the whole gig. Um, but glad to have you guys. If it's your first time, me and Josh are from Black Gold Trading. We are a live trading community that we do okay. We do
Do all
okay.
right.
We do all right. The whole point of this call, though, is really to recap the week. How did we do? How did our members do? I'm actually going to show a little bit more of that today. And we'll pick a topic of some sort to go over. But while I'm pulling this up, Josh, how was your trading week? We'll see it in a minute, but
Yeah, I mean it was a pretty good week. And markets at the start of this year have been interesting to say the least. So it's been a battle of patience and discipline, sitting on your hands, waiting for the right opportunity. But I mean, we've been fortunate, even with. You mentioned this a couple of times. Worst market since what is it, 1944 or something like that.
1944.
Had an incredible, winning month, winning week, winning year so far. It's just again, can you be patient? Can you stay disciplined until your opportunities roll around and not try to force, something to happen when it's just not there?
Yeah, I mean, I agree, and that's probably a decent topic that we can hit here in a minute. But just to give you guys, I mean, a little bit of a visual. This is today. I think we had a loss and a win today. Um, People kind of ranging from 200 up to 7 for the week. For the week, 16 up to 29 for the month. Lowest on the top 5 was 4,600. Top Mr. Nate, 8,365. Pretty solid, but just to reiterate what Josh was saying, I mean, guys, the markets have been crazy. If you look at Bitcoin, gold, silver, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, like the whole thing is psychotic right now. So, but we haven't had a losing month. Not this year. Uh, End of last year, we've not had a losing month, and I think a big part of that is I don't know. I don't know if we'd call it discernment or knowledge, but for some reason, people feel like they have to trade every single session. And I mean, we even have people in our community that are like getting up at the crack of dawn. They're getting up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning to trade. And then they're trading at 8, and they're trading like they're just hitting every single thing. But more isn't really more when it comes to trading, is it?
Definitely not. Say the exact opposite.
Less is more. I mean, it goes into what I was talking about on my Coffee with a Killer call earlier and some stuff I've posted on social media. It's like we feel like we have to go so fast, and we look at daily and we look at weekly versus annual and decade. Like, if people just continue how they're continuing now, Josh, even though we're in bad market conditions, if they can just remain consistent, they can drastically change their life financially. Like, drastically.
Yeah, no question.
So what do you think it is, man? Is it just FOMO? Is it boredom? Is it lack? Like, why do you think people go so crazy with their trading and feel like they have to trade every single day, even when there's not trades to take? Like, what have you seen from talking to people?
I mean, it boils down to one thing, and it's greed. Even though that may not be, the front of their mind. I mean, the need to have to click the button, have to see, your charts moving up, moving down, whatever that is. It's you, you're just wanting money. That's it. You're forcing yourself into a position that you can hopefully get money, and we say this all the time. Hope is not a strategy.
No.
At the end of the day, everybody here wants money. Everybody's looking for financial freedom, but that doesn't happen in one day, and it doesn't happen in one trade. And if you think that one extra trade's going to be the thing to get you, over the fence, I've got bad news for you. It ain't.
Well, what's shocking to me is like people will be start with day. Like people will be up for the day. They'll make a couple $100, and they still feel like they need more, as if that's not enough. But what they don't realize is, depending on like where you work, they don't realize like, dude, you've already made more than a full 8 hour, 9 hour, 10 hour shift at work. You know, like, is that not enough? What if I just get an extra $50, or maybe I can get 400? You're already doing better in, let's just say, an hour than 8, 9, 10 hours of work. So I think it is greed for sure. And I think it's the what if, well, what if I could make double that?
Mm-hmm.
Or you'll give it all back. Or you'll lose all your money, or you'll blow your account. And now instead of making more in 8, 9, 10 hours, you're actually down. It's pretty wild. Same thing for the week, man. We talk a lot about like win the week, just win the week, just win the week. And people will be up thousands of dollars for the week, give it all back.
Mm-hmm. We saw
Wild.
that this month. Quite a few people that started the month off hot and heavy, with top of the leaderboard, kept trading the same way they were against the rules that we typically recommend, and they had a really cool day. It felt good that day, but end of the month comes around and right back where you started, it's just a month wasted, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and I mean, like people put a lot of time and energy and effort into learning strategies and, some screen time and replaying, and, to give it back is it's a little bit crazy. But dude, but we also see this with, I know we all know somebody with a gambling problem. Chris. I'm just joking. We everybody knows somebody with a gambling problem, and it's no different, man. Dude, you won the game. Like, what are you doing? Well, what if I go more? What if I go more? What if I get more? Like, just let me just do one more trade. I feel really good about this hand.
Hmm.
Josh, it's like when you were getting like aces the other night.
Oh
What are
yeah,
the
the higher
chances that
lower
they're
game.
yeah? What are the chances? Then inevitably, like you blow it. So, I mean, how do people get beyond that? Because it's really easy for us to just talk about the problem and say everyone sucks. I think I'll throw out a couple, then maybe it'll spark you to some things I missed. But I
Mhm.
think that having really clear, defined rules for yourself. These rules for yourself might be different than the EAT rules. Like as an example, like in EAT, we don't have a rule for it. Hey, if you're up X amount of dollars, be done for the day. We don't have that rule, but I think people should. So I think that's one of them. I have like a daily, weekly, monthly goal. Because if you hit your monthly goal, let's just say you hit your monthly goal on the 15th, like be done. And people just cannot for the life of them ever do that. Crazy to me. But I think like having really clear, defined goals and break it down from there. Like Matt D'Ambrosia, what's your annual goal? Like how much are you trying to make from trading, specifically trading in a year? I just want to use this as an example. Matt, what are you trying to make from trading in a year? Or Magnus or whoever else is watching. If you ever played Dark Souls, it's like, oh, one more hit. Pretty sure that's
Video
like
game.
pretty sure that's drug addicts. Matt, you got 30 seconds, then I'm gonna make up a number for you. I'm going somewhere with this. Let's just say 50 grand. Josh, I'm really good at math, so you might have to help me here. How many trading days do we have a week? We got 5.
Say 5 a week, 20 a month.
Okay, 20 times 12, 240. It's only 208. It's only $208, right? Yeah. So if that's the case, and you guys are like pacing above that, like what are you doing? Like set a goal, set an aggressive goal for all I care. But like if you're hitting that goal and if you're matching that goal, like be done. You don't need more than that. You know how many people would kill for an extra $50,000 a year? What am I missing other than that?
I think the goals thing, that's where I was going to dive in. I mean, a lot of people again focus too much on the daily or weekly, just can't zoom out. If you have that big number in mind, the yearly goal, you can break that down, and the goal at the end on a daily basis is not, for the most part, an incredibly hard number to hit, especially if we're going for around, say 6 figures. Then say, hey, we need 500 a day on one account. That's 500. If we break it into two accounts, then that's just 250 a trade with
Yeah,
less risk, same upside that we're looking for. It's just a way to break that goal into even more, bite-sized chunks as you're going.
100%. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, to say that you want something and to really put some thought into it, and then completely disregard that because what if I make more than that? Man, that is such a slippery slope.
What if you make less?
So average of 208 a day, like Josh said, you break that into two different accounts. It's 104. That's a minuscule trade, and you're done. And you're just done. End goal is not to have to make anything trading. Same here. Like I think
Yeah.
some people love trading, and I think some people just like love the game, and I just don't have that, guys. Like it scratches certain itches, like when I'm bored. But I'm with John on this. Like my goal is not to have to do anything trading.
Trading is fun, but it's active. You got to put in the time on the chart to make money with it, which, as a beginner, it may be fun for a little while, but if our goal is financial freedom, what's actually fun is making money and not doing a damn thing for it.
Yeah. Matt said I'm not looking at money right now in Eat. I'm looking for my bulletproof rules. Yeah, I think there's some validity to this, but I'll caution you on a couple of things if that's cool with you. Um, you're gonna find that there are bulletproof rules. In fact, they're already stated. Like you don't really have to like we've already done that for you. But man, there's a lot of things about EAT and trading that are not black and white and just not bulletproof. As an example, the runners. It's where we make a lot of our profit. It's just not
Mhm.
black and white, you know? So I would say, man, if your goal is bulletproof rules, check. The other part of that, consistent in money, that comes from a little bit more of like the stuff that's not black and white. That comes from like the artistic, not the scientific part of it, right? So Josh, maybe we can
Mhm.
maybe you can jam on that a little bit because a big appeal for most people with Eat is that it's so simple and that there's bulletproof black and white rules.
Mhm.
But dude, is there any strategy that's 100% black and white?
No, there definitely isn't, and I'll say, I mean, there's typically two types of people that come to us here. Brand new trader, they have nothing in mind. They hop in, and I almost immediately see these guys winning. Now, they don't have any background in trading. Most of the time, they're just learning trading view for the first time. And then we have the Matts of the world. Matt's a great guy. He's incredibly smart. He's very analytic. Um, I would say his drawback is that he's in analysis paralysis. He's trying to add a shortcut to the shortcut already provided.
Why you gotta put words in his mouth like that, bro?
And it could be, it could not be, but I think execution or the execution is black and white of the each strategy. The artistic side is where he's trying to find those black and white rules, and that's just not realistic with the market. It doesn't move the exact same every single day. You can tune your gut to some of these movements, but with a runner specifically, there's no check mark, hey, if we hit TP1 every single time, if I have my TP2 at 50 ticks, it'll hit. Or if I have my TP2 at 300 ticks and I trail behind by 75 ticks, then it'll work out XYZ times. That I just don't think that's realistic for anybody to have in a black and white plan. That's just something that you again just tune your gut to as you get more normalized with the charts.
And I think that's probably the biggest draw for the live calls that we do. Because I mean, for the most part, you know, you're probably you, myself, Nate, some of the other ambassadors, etc., have probably have a little bit more of that gut than somebody that's brand new.
Hmm.
So I think the more that we can like learn that, I think you learn by doing and you learn by watching, then you start to develop your own, you know. But man, there's times where we've stared at Nasdaq every freaking like I know Nasdaq. I know you know Nasdaq.
Hmm.
And that's why we've never had a losing month, right? I think we've had very few losing weeks to be frank. Now we lose individual trades all the time. Don't get me wrong. We lose trades all the time. We had a losing trade this morning.
Hmm.
But, you know, when we're looking at these runners, we do a bit of this before the call starts. We say, "Man, I just have a gut feeling that we're coming back down to here." Well, that back down to here might be 6, 7, 800 ticks. We saw it yesterday. We saw it the day before yesterday. Like these massive runners and these massive opportunities, like there's just no way to formulate that where every day or every trade is going to be like that. Other days like today, your gut was I'm one and done. Like I'm
Hmm.
not taking another trade, you know? And that just comes with first you watch and then you do and then you develop your own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
dude.
know what I'm saying? I think that's why I've been back testing to get the art of runners. Yeah, back testing is a really good way to do it, man. You can get a bit more of like that gut artistic from replay mode. It's how we it's how we got to caught up so fast, you know, because people ask like, Josh, well, is this strategy 10 years old? Well, no, but we've probably taken 10,000 trades between me and you,
Minimum.
like pretty easily. I can tell you this, I've done 4 years of EAT. Like normally on Saturday or Sunday, I'll hit another month or two. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's why we started like some of the stuff that we've been trying to articulate a little bit more that is artistic into some sort of black and white has come from a lot of that backtesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like it. The live calls I treat like showing up to class. Yeah, exactly. So just to circle back, guys, what were we talking about? Oh, greed. Dude, it's been such a long, long
It's
day.
call number 72.
This is, thank God, this is the last call. Unless you guys are just jerks and book me for another call.
Yeah, you're
Um,
booked up the rest of the day, buddy.
but yeah, thanks, man. Guys, like if you have an aggressive goal, break it down, like divide by 12 and then divide by 20, like to get your daily. And you guys would be surprised that you don't need to make as much as you think you do. And anybody out there making an extra 50, 65, 75, $100,000 a year, that's insane. And if you can look at this in a way where we talk about getting money away from us, like Josh, if I have money, I spend money. If you have money, you spend money. Like that's just how we are, how we've been trained and how we've been wired. But if you guys can use your normal income for your normal stuff and then look at this in a way where, man, if I make 50K trading and I put that 50K into an automation or something that was producing passive income, and if I can just do that a couple times, well, dude, now I'm completely done. Now I don't even need the extra 50K from trading. People don't really think like that though.
Tough mindset shift.
Yeah. Anybody have
Gotta
any
go.
questions for us? If not, we're gonna hit some stuff that we're excited about. Josh normally tries to steal all of mine, so I'm gonna go first.
No shot.
You get you get the leftovers. We got just I think just under 400 people signed up to join me on Sunday for another 5-day challenge, showing them EAT. This one we're actually doing it quite a bit differently, which is going to be kind of cool.
Hmm.
That's big. We just launched and put up 5 different algorithms for our community to access and to utilize. We're really excited about people that are building portfolios. We talked a lot about diversification today and why having one automation is idiotic, in my opinion. I'm excited about that. What else we got? What we excited? What we got coming up, man?
We got a pretty big launch within the community that honestly goes right in alignment with everything we've talked about today. Kind of tier two of EAT, which is our feast group. So this is application only. There are some minimums you have to have in place to be considered for our feast community, but it's gonna probably look a little bit different than a lot of other advanced groups out there. This isn't, hey, we're gonna add 20 new strategies, 20 different points of confluence, and now all that black and white that we just built our foundation on is out the window. Our focus is going to be on business building, accountability, scalability, and really getting our hands in the mud with you guys on your individual trading businesses. Building up your manual trading side of things, working on the flywheel so you can waterfall into automations down the road, and making sure you have a very clear, very scalable, and metric-driven plan to hit your financial freedom goals.
Heck yeah, man.
Heck yeah, dude.
I like it. Guys, if you want to hang out with us, maybe you want to do a challenge, check out our website, blackgoldtrading.ai. If you guys are interested in what Josh was just talking about with the feast and the mentorship and the really small group, I think we got just under 10 people, like it's going to be a pretty cool experience. There's a number right down here. If you guys are not following us on Instagram, check it out. But guys, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. We'll be back next week. That's all I got, people.
That's all I got.
That's all we got. See you guys. Have a great weekend.